In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use 3D camera tracking in After Effects. Now, let's look at this footage here. When I bring it into my composition, you can see that it's got some movement on it and some well-defined planes. This makes the footage ideal for 3D tracking. You can also see that there's a sign right there. A practical application of 3D camera tracking will be replacing that sign with different text or a logo. So to do that, we are going to look for the 3D camera tracker effect in the effects and presets panel that we are going to apply to our source footage. Now, as soon as we drop the effect on, After Effects is going to need to do a whole lot of processing. So this could take a while depending on how good your computer is and how long and high resolution the video you are tracking is. It took me about 5 minutes to track this video. Now that's done, you can see that After Effects created a bunch of these little tiny tracking points. These points are keeping track of movement of certain elements in the video, like planes, lines, and the ground. Now if we mouse over the composition preview, you can see that this red target appears. This target acts as essentially a preview of the planes that are easily usable. Because this footage is good for tracking, we can see that the sign we want to replace is a valid plane. So I'm going to right click and select Create Solid and Camera. That makes a solid square and a camera that are both 3D layers based off the motion of the 2D source video. You can see that the square in motion covers the sign and looks as if it's actually part of the environment. Now, you didn't come all this way for a square, so I'm going to replace that square with my own graphic. While the square layer is selected, I'm going to drag my PNG into my composition and hold Alt or Option on Mac to replace the layer. Now my graphic is over top the sign. I'm going to resize it a little and reposition it ever so slightly so it looks correct. My graphic now acts as if it's on top of that signboard. Now the next steps to this would be tweaking it, giving the sign some texture, adjusting the colors and the light to match the footage. And if I do that very simply with the texturize and hue/saturation effects, you can see that I get a somewhat realistic looking replacement of the sign. This can obviously be perfected further with a better image or text layer, but now you know how to use 3D camera tracking. It's not 100% perfect on its own, but with a little work and creativity, you can use it to do some otherwise impossible things. And you aren't limited to images either. You can also do this with videos to expand your horizons. Subscribe if this tutorial helped you, and comment any questions down below. Thanks for watching.